So the first step to doing this is to take off the guide arms because they're going to get in the way here. So we'll start by doing that. We'll turn around. We're going to get our smallest Allen wrench, which is the 5/32. Take off this back plate here. I'm going to make sure we keep these screws because we'll need them again. We're going to take off this rubber top piece, and this will go on the new smaller back piece here. Then we get the 3/16 wrench. We're going to start by loosening these 4 outer bolts. Whole thing lifts right off, pretty easy. So now I'm going to want to tip this whole thing upside down. And there's 4 bolts, just like that were on the top here. The exact same. So we get the 3/16 again. We take these out. So we have the 2 sidewalls and the shelf itself. Come back to that in a moment. Base plate, 4 holes here, line up with the 4 holes on this top plate. All we need for this is the 4 bolts we took off the top and these 4 nuts. And that is what the 1/4 inch is for, because that's a 1/4 inch fitting. The easiest way that I find to do it is to actually take it and hang it off the edge of a table. And that way it's easy to see straight through. Drop in a bolt, grab 2 of our special nuts. So that's all we need to do for the pancake. Now comes the fun part, the actual shelf unit. I find it easier if you do it straight up and down. What we want to do is make sure, so you can see on these plates, if you can see, it has a series of notches, and then of course down here at the end it's a bit deeper, and it actually finishes all the way out and it's solid on this side. So we want to make sure we face the open side in and all the way down to the bottom. So that way, when it's constructed, the shelf will not come out. That's where we're going to use these 4 small cap screws. And we need to go our 5/32. It's the same size screw as is the back plate. We've got to line it up. We just want to do it a little loose because we want to be able to move it around a bit before we tighten everything up. Put the shelf in here. And come in with the other panel. Line it up. Make it flat. Just take another cap screw. Make sure you squeeze it and keep those holes lined up. So the easiest next step is going to be the feet. So we'll take these 4 screws and these 4 feet. We take the 3/16 wrench again for these screws. Just straightforward fit. Take a foot, drop it on over a hole. Once again, make sure you're applying pressure to make sure things line up here. Let's go ahead and give these a little extra tighten, because we know that these are where we want these to be. Not too tight, you know, just enough that it doesn't move around on you. So you notice we have 2 leftover cap screws, and those go right here at the front. It gives it a nice finished look. We're going to go back to our smallest, which is the 5/32. We're just going to put these right in these holes here. So that's our shelf. Last thing we need to do is take the 2 cap screws here that we took out of here earlier, we use them to put on the smaller back plate. And that'll do it. All we have to do is replace our depth key and put our guide rods back.